In 1978, the United States were alight in blue-eyed soul and adult-oriented pop. And one performer making his debut that year was Bobby Caldwell, who released a self-titled album concluding with the delectable Down for the Third Time. Going from like F major 7th to G6. It's like holding an E as it goes from F to G. Hear that little kalimba sound? But somehow it's all gone now. Good things can never last. You are down for the third time, and you spent your change. Memories of your prime make life seem so strange. Tasty, like Larry Carlton type guitar licks, and that like little doorbell, or kind of like that light, tinkly Fender. Catch up with the lyrics here. Left your mark in a distant past, but somehow it's all gone now. Good things can never last. You are down for the third time, and you spent your change. Memories of your prime make life seem so strange. Oh, I know where this is going. So this seems to be about someone who's kind of hit rock bottom or has lost everything. And it's just kind of a shadow of their former self. This kind of has somewhat of a darker meaning than I would have anticipated, but such a, easygoing musical arrangement and melody and all. Through your life, you've been well-to-do. Times have changed and rearranged. Now no one remembers you. You were down for the third time, and you spent your change. Daddy won't mind when you rearrange your life. This is credited to Ian Levine, Stephen. And yet on the label of the album, it's credited to just Caldwell. And Robert Hunter Caldwell, to be exact. It's strange that this Deezer, or no, this Yahoo Spotify credits 4 songwriters, none of whom are Caldwell, unless they're misattributing the title. like this part better than the song proper, actually. It's like the ultimate earworm of the whole entire album for me. It's like that. It's like a simple two-chord progression. Like, what are the chords? No, no, B flat. G major seventh, yeah. Such a beautiful chordal backdrop for the like gentle fluid soloing we're getting with those occasional like bendy type licks and just also tasteful like kind of pastel. Beautiful. It's like driving through, like, kind of taking like an evening cruise on a low traffic street, kind of as the sun is going down and just beautiful lights, on, or like, heck, it could be like a walk along the beach at sunset, or it could be looking out over a balcony, like at a seaside resort on a beautiful sunset, as the red, orange, dimming sunlight hits the waves and all the palm trees and everything. Yeah, beautiful West Coast, very coastal vibe. Back in the days when it was beautiful down there. Yeah, Bobby Caldwell, down for the third time. Let's hear a very different song from the album. Can't Say Goodbye. It seems like all the each new chord lands on a suspended third, giving that kind of elevated landing before it releases the suspension, and steps down to the chord proper. Yeah, yeah, da na na. Yeah, like when it goes to G, there's that C in there, da na 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 na, like that. Na, 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 na. He is really giving it his all, like doing both the really gritty and the smoother kind of like high end, like channeling a lot of the great soul funk of the period.
There are things about you I will never understand. And although our love is not exactly what I planned, ooh, it was meant to be. Darling, can't you see? You and I just can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you. You and I just can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you. Maybe it would be worthwhile if I could make you change your style. But honey, you will never have that notion.
The music here is like so heavy yet so restrained and so it's got that like kind of relaxed just heaviness to it.
You would have to rearrange the things that you would never change. Tell me why you play with my emotion.
Smooth intensity.
If you see confusion on my face, well, it's just my state of mind.
I love how they the cadences of the rhythm section are so tight, so closed, and yet everything else is like so open and like stretched out.
You and I just can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you. You and I just can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you. Oh, Lord. You and I just can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you. You and I just can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you.
And the way he just stretches out those vowels and just all the grit he puts into it, and that guitar, those just choice interjections of guitar with that kind of like restrained kind of grit to them in the tone.
You and I can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you. Can't say goodbye. That's put me into outer space. I'm about to lose my mind.
He's kind of harmonizing with himself. I believe multi-tracking vocals. He's now kind of doing those moans in the back behind the chorus and just adding to the layers and appreciate also the understated keyboards on this that are keeping the rhythm track down and filling up the space, the sonic space kind of.
You and I just can't say goodbye till the day I die. I will love you.
Just putting grit into every last syllable captured or before the fade out. Yeah, I wonder how long the extended outro went. Like for the fade out, they faded out after a certain, but like they're just playing as as long as you can hear them. Like um, you kind of wonder how it informally like finally ended in the studio. Bobby Caldwell, it must be stressed, is not just a vocalist and a songwriter. He's a multi instrumentalist. On this album he plays bass, keyboards, guitar, and synthesizer in addition to vocals and backing vocals. Is it you could tell on that recording, and there's also some other instrumentalists helping him out here and there. And another also on bass we have George Chocolate Perry, who also produced one of the track that who produced that track as a matter of fact. Yeah, and although the rest of the album the bulk of it was produced by other Anne Holloway and Marsha Radcliffe. Um, let's see here. Strings, horns arranged by Mike Lewis. Also on guitar, Alfons Kettner, Steve Mealy, keyboards, Benny Latimore, and drums, Ed Greene, Harold Seay, Joe Galdo. I can't say any of these names look familiar, although if like I going random, I pull up Joe Galdo's name, let's see. Oh, he was in the band Foxy. Yeah, I know that band. Yeah, they put out an album. They kind of Latin funk band put out an album the same year. Let's see. Harold Ca. Oh, he was in that chocolate chocolate clay record that came out in '77. That's kind of surfaced on the internet in recent years. Let's see. Ed Greene. Oh, 503 credits according to Discogs. Oh, played for the Friends of Distinction, the Mamas and the Papas, Donald Byrd, Eddie Kendricks, The Temptations, Willie Hutch. Was in the Rhythm Heritage and Madagascar. Interesting. Let's see. George Chocolate Perry. I'm drawn to that name. Chocolate Clay. He was also in Chocolate Clay. Oh, and Miami. The Stills Young Band. Played on some Jay Ferguson albums. Joe Vitale. Joe Walsh. Oh, that I can see a consistency right there. Mickey Thomas. Solo album from 1981. A Jimmy Ruffin album. Let's see. Keyboards, Benny Latimore. I didn't think I was actually. I should have just done this the first time I was reading through the names, but I. Oh, Latimore. Yeah. Yeah. And guitar. Oh, Alphonse Kettner was in Raw Soul Express. Yeah, put out an album in 1976. Some good soul funk there. It was on the 1978 Amont record. Interesting. I thought that was from Europe, or am I remembering correctly? No. Steve Mealy. Oh, no credit outside this album. Producer Anne Holloway. Huh. Bunch of singles. Mike Lewis has a lot of credits. 590 according to Discogs. Was on a produced or played on a Gary Farr album. Oh, Latimore, I'm seeing a connection here. Betty Wright, Buzzy Linhart, Gwen McCrae. Several Betty Wright titles. Oh, and George McCrae, the Sutherland Brothers and Quiver. Oh, this guy's worked with a lot of interesting artists from the time frame. Yeah, great stuff, stellar work. Yeah. Bobby Caldwell, two great songs from his self-titled debut album released in 1978. The tracks Down for the Third Time and Can't Say Goodbye. For more Rubies and Sapphires from Bobby Caldwell, see from this and a few albums that came after it, see the directory of albums by American blue-eyed soul artists and singer-songwriters linked in the description below. For red hot tracks and tasty purples for from this album as and artists as well as like-minded artists like Bill Champlin, Pages, Player, yeah. Um, like and subscribe, follow me on social media, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about these two songs, the instrumental layers, the vocals, the production, the vibe and feel of them all, even the lyrics perhaps. And until next time, this is Zaragon, the world's most air-traveled maximalist, signing off.